Some viewers may find this disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
What's good, everybody? This is and TROYCE. You're watching TROYCE TV. So I'm gonna enjoy my cup noodles and talk my shit about this dumbass show, 13 Reasons Why. A lot of y'all wanted my thoughts and opinions, and I want to keep this shit as brief as possible. I don't want no fucking long ass 30-minute video. So long story short, my overall thoughts on 13 Reasons Why. I watched the show and it was actually entertaining, and I'll rate it a scale from, I'll give it a fucking 7 because the ending pissed me off. The ending was the biggest piece of caca I've ever seen, ever. And I dragged 13 Reasons Why last season for that whack ass ending. And here they go again, doing another whack ass ending. And this is not a cliffhanger at all. Did y'all see that fucking finale? What is this? This ain't no damn finale, this some bullshit. Anyways, my overall thoughts on the show 13 Reasons Why. It gets a lot of hate and a lot of controversy. A lot of people say it glorifies suicide, and you know, they glorify the fact that you should kill yourself or you should bring a gun to school, and I think that is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my motherfucking life. Oh, it glorifies shooting up schools. How the fuck does it do that? Is it telling motherfuckers to grab a gun and shoot shit up? What the hell? No, this is a fucking show. This is a fiction show, and that's absolutely ridiculous that motherfuckers out here pulling that damn card. No, it's a show. Stop with that, oh, it's glorifying no, baby, no, it's not. It's really not. It's just a show that's poorly written with amazing actors. And I feel like why this show gets so much hate is just the fact that they try too hard to be woke, and a lot of these things are not relatable. Like the fact that all this bullshit happens in a school and my ass is over here thinking, where the fuck is security? Y'all don't got securities in white schools. Where's security? How the fucking shit like this going down in bathrooms and fucking hallways? Niggas out here getting butt raped with broomsticks and shit. Overall, 13 Reasons Why was entertaining, but the ending and a lot of the pieces of it kind of irritated me. Let me just give my overall thoughts on Hannah Baker, who I think killed her. The only person that I feel like is responsible for Hannah Baker's death is Hannah fucking Baker and Bryce. Hannah Baker is probably the biggest piece of why she's dead. It's her fault. She decided to get the blade or whatever and slit her own wrist. It was her choice. She made a choice, and it's too late now. Like, there's no bringing her back. Hannah Baker is dead. And I see it like this. I see it like, I don't really feel bad for Hannah Baker. I mean, I feel bad that a lot of this stuff happened to her, like her friends not having her back, and Bryce obviously raping her and shit like that. But I don't like this bitch Hannah Baker at all, only because I don't feel like she's innocent. She's not fucking innocent. Yes, she never said she was innocent, but them damn tapes just showed me exactly who she was. Like, honestly, I said this first season, I'll say it again. I would have killed this bitch my damn self over here making these damn tapes and shit. She would have been better off making a damn YouTube video, making them bitches private and sending the private links to the people who fucking harmed her. She should have just made that shit into a YouTube video. That way that shit can get around a lot easier. These damn tapes and these damn tape readers was way too damn much. And that shit got on my motherfucking nerve. I don't like this bitch Hannah Baker at all. I feel like she played the victim a little bit too much, and I don't think she was innocent. Let's talk about the fact that she was a bully. I didn't know this. I found this out in season 2. She was a fucking bully. Apparently at her old school, she was out here bullying bitches for being skinny or having too much ass or whatever the fuck she was doing. She was bullying people. She was slut shaming people. That's exactly what she did at her old school, and then it happened to her. So at that point, Hannah Baker lost all credibility. So I was like, okay, so you was a bully and you expect people to feel some sympathy for you, and now you want to spread your story around, and you didn't even apologize to the bitch that you bullied, but apparently you feel like the people that bullied you should face what they deserve? This is some bullshit. Honestly, whoever wrote this shit needs to be shot, because I feel like a lot of the reason the show is glorified and loved so much is because of the acting. The actors are really, really, really amazing, but the writers are just so fucking stupid. I'm just like, like damn, like they could have at least taught a fucking lesson, but they just showed me a whole fucking regular schmegular drama high school series about little kids bickering back and forth about nonsense. Now, I'm not gonna go in too deep about the show at all. I just want to give my review about the episodes and how I feel everything unraveled. Now, it all starts, and this whole show revolves around Hannah Baker's case being, you know, broken down, opened into balls deep, trying to decipher everything, and Basically, come to find out, just to put this all in the simplest form, Hannah Baker's mom is suing the fucking school. Bitch, you would have been better off suing the town. Like, you would have been better off suing Donald Trump. Honestly, I knew she wasn't gonna win that motherfucking case. She over here suing the school. All these goddamn kids who are testifying, who played a big role in Hannah Baker's death, that shit just has me like, okay. Some of them did good and some of them fucked it up. Like, there were some people who did very good and were honest and stuff, like the principal or the Chinese bitch or the fucking, whatchamacallit, what's his name? Or Tyler, the dude who was walking around following this bitch with a fucking camera through her fucking window and shit, which I'm just so shocked that he doesn't have, he hasn't even faced any charges. But anyways, I'm just shocked that she tried to sue the school. Really? You tried to sue the school? You would have been better off suing each and every student individually, or you would have been better off suing the damn principal. I'm over here like, basically, her point of suing the school is the fact that they don't have a zero tolerance for bullying like they say they do, and she wants to basically like sue them for false advertising. Or, oh my god, they lied to me. They thought we would have zero tolerance for bullying, and now my daughter's dead. No. Hannah Baker's parents play a big part in her death. Y'all niggas are the reason why she's dead. Yo, daddy was a hoe. Her dad was a hoe. Her dad was out here fucking 28-year-old bitches, and her mom was over here being fucking oblivious and worried about fucking hanging picture frames and stuff, and worried about her damn drugstore, which I'm probably sure she was probably fucking sliding people lean under the table or whatever the fuck. I don't care. Hannah Baker's mom played a big part in Hannah Baker's death. She was oblivious to everything. She was oblivious to everything. So was her father, and they got the nerve trying to blame the school. It's not the school's fault. The school can't go home with your motherfucking child and say, bitch, what's going on? No, that's your fault. That's your idea. That's you. That's what you have going on. You need to speak to your child. Find out what's going on in, oh, fuck up on my head. Find out what's going on in your child's life. It just made no sense, man. That was just some bullshit, how she was trying to sue the school. What? Anyways, another thing that stood out to me was how everyone who testified, you know, some lied, some didn't tell the whole truth. Like Jessica, for example, she was one of the first people who testified, and to come to find out, she don't even want to open up about everything, like the whole rape situation, all this stuff. And that's another reason why I don't fuck with Hannah Baker, because at all. Because I'm over here like, bitch, you want people to feel sympathy for you. You want your story to be told the way you want it to be told. But bitch, you want to, like what? Like you sat up there while your ex-best friend got raped. And I'm not expecting Hannah Baker to hop out the closet and be like, get the fuck out of my best friend. I expect her to go fucking say something and do something. She had all this time in the world. She invested probably like fucking a whole 24 hours, 18 hours or whatever the fuck into making them damn tapes, but she didn't invest time into calling that bitch that she bullied at her old school. She didn't invest that time into fixing all the wrongs she had with people. She expected people to chase her. And what still stood out to me, I'm sorry for changing the subject, but what stood out to me is the fact that the person that blames himself the most about Hannah Baker's death is Clay. This nigga Clay, this bitch ass nigga Clay, this pancake face, he blames himself more. You blame yourself more for Hannah Baker's death, but it's just the fact that Hannah Baker isn't innocent, and I feel like throughout the whole season and throughout her whole death, he enabled the fuck out of her. Like, he feels like he's always crying, he can't sleep at night because he thinks he's the reason why Hannah Baker's dead. And even that nigga Tony, whatever his name is, that Mefrican, whatever his name, Tony, the dude who's dating that black boxer. He apparently, you know, they spoke on season 1. I don't know if y'all remember this, but Clay went up to him and said, Tony, am I the reason why Hannah Baker's dead? And Tony was like, yes, we're all the reason. No, Clay had nothing to do with it. Clay ain't do shit. If I was Clay, I would have been sleeping like a baby every motherfucking night, because I ain't do shit. Like, Clay did nothing. The only reason why he blames himself so much is the fact that he was trying to calm Hannah down and say what's wrong with this and that, and he did some stupid shit, and she was like, get out, and he wanted to talk, and she was like, no, get the fuck out. And he said, alright, fine. If a bitch tell me get the fuck out, I'm getting the fuck out. I'm not about to chase you or hold your motherfucking arm. Why? Because I'm not fucking you. So why am I holding your arm trying to say, no, wait, tell me what's going on. No, I'm not leaving till you. No, Clay did exactly what you told him. He left because you told him to get the fuck out. Simple as that. And I don't think Clay was responsible at all. And she even made it clear in her tapes that Clay, you shouldn't even get the tapes because you're one of the kindest people ever, but I feel like you should be a part of this because I want you to, you know, see this unravel and all this shit. Listen, every single character in that damn show is unlikable as fuck. The only person that I like is the black girl. I forgot her fucking name, but the black girl is the only one that I like because she is pretty as fuck and she reminds me of Janet Jackson. That's the only person I like. All these motherfucking characters are unlikable as fuck. None of them can be accountable for their own actions. All of them are always blaming other people. A lot of them played a huger role in Hannah's death. And a lot of them play the victim, and a lot of them are annoying as fuck, and a lot of them have shitty qualities, like that nigga who his dick wasn't working, the nigga who was handicapped, who had to walk around with a cane all day. He has a shitty personality, he's annoying, and then this dude who was a fucking heroin addict was annoying as fuck and very unsubmissive, and then you got Jessica who's stubborn as fuck, and then you got the Bryce, who's a fucking pedophile who sleeps good at night, knowing that he has a fucking girlfriend that he fucking raped, and then you got that shrimp dick nigga. What's his name? Zach, who over here, which is another thing. Come to find out, Hannah Baker had her some shrimp dick, which is another reason why Hannah Baker is as innocent. She had her some shrimp dick. She had her some Zachary dick. She was fucking that Asian nigga on the fucking baseball team, and then there was an incident where that black guy who was going to Harvard who lied about fingering her, and then she grabbed his dick and was like, "Really? You want to tell people that you fingered me? You like that?" Like, she wasn't as innocent as she proclaimed herself to be, and there were other incidents where she's even hung around Bryce and all this stuff, and I'm just like, you are not that innocent. You are not innocent. Why is Clay and everybody that's testifying for you making it seem like you were the sweetest little angel in the world? Making it seem like you were the sweet ass sugar plum honey dude? Like, you weren't innocent. You did some fucked up and horrible things. You weren't that innocent. You put yourself in a lot of the predicaments that you were in, and you made a lot of very impulsive decisions, and then expected people to chase you. You were being spoiled. She's spoiled, okay? Hannah Baker is spoiled, and I don't like her because she watched the girl get bullied. She bullied the girl. She watched the girl get raped. She bullied the girl her old school. No, I don't like Hannah Baker. I don't like her at all. And I don't like the fact that Clay constantly enables her, and so that all the motherfuckers who were testifying, trying to help her. No. And that lawyer had a good ass motherfucking point, and I knew the mom was going to win that fucking case. I wanted her to win because I don't like Bryce at all, but I knew she wasn't going to win that case because the lawyer made some very good points. Because there was some times where I was on my damn bed, and I was like, she was like, yes, but didn't Hannah put herself in those predicaments? I was like, ooh, Jesus, you're right, that's a good point. Oh my god, that's true. Oh my god, this white lawyer bitch is getting on my damn nerve, but she's right. Like, she was like getting on my nerves because she's good with the little twisting people's words around and making them sound stupid, but I knew, like, she was right. At the end, she was right, and the school had the school should take no responsibility for why Hannah Baker died. Neither should the principal, because at the end of the day, he tried to find out what was wrong with Hannah, and he said, give me a name, and she said, with that uneven ass bob she had, and he said, look, if you're gonna give me a name, you need to move on. And apparently that broke her, and that was the last straw, and that's when she took matters into her own hands, and that's when she committed suicide. I don't think she deserved to kill herself. I don't think she deserved to die. To a certain extent, I feel like she put herself in these predicaments and then played victim and expected everybody to kiss her ass and follow her, and feel like if people fought for her, then none of this would have happened. Why do people have to fight for you? Like, fight for yourself. What happens? What would happen if these people weren't there in general? Like, who would fight for you then? You wouldn't have a choice but to fight for yourself. So fight for yourself overall. I feel like some people are in positions where they can't stick up for themselves, or they feel like if they stick up for themselves and be vocal, then people won't understand, or they'll get, like, you know, hated, or people won't like them. And that's why some people won't be vocal. A lot of us have been there where we don't want to be vocal about situations, and we just let things and let shit ride. But Hannah Baker, she decided not to be vocal, so she chose to just blame people for not fighting for her, and she feels like everybody is responsible, when I don't think people are responsible at all. I think Bryce is responsible. Obviously she had the depression and all these other issues, but I think the only people who played a big part in her death is Bryce. Personally, I think Hannah Baker killed herself and made those tapes clearly because she wanted revenge. I think she made I think she killed herself because she thought that was the only option, but I think the only reason she made those tapes is because she wanted revenge. She wanted those people who she felt like played a role in her death by, you know, bullying her and treating her like shit and sexually assaulting her and talking shit about her and writing horrible things and comments and walls and bathroom stalls about her. Like, I understand those people were in the wrong, and yes, they 100% were in the wrong, but at the end of the day, I feel like she clearly wanted revenge, and Clay clearly tried to enable that and say, no, she didn't want revenge. She wanted her story to be told. No, bitch, she wanted revenge. She wanted these niggas to find out what they did, hear what they did, and she wanted them to sit with the truth and live with that forever. She wanted that to eventually move on. She wanted revenge. And I know she wanted revenge because in season 1, she said at the beginning of the tapes, in tape 1, that if you do not listen to this tape fully through, then I have somebody who's an outside source who would turn this into the police. And boom. Had they just let me, had it been me, I would have been like, I ain't do shit. I mean, I didn't hold her hand. I ain't fucking spoon feed her at the end of the day. So I don't feel like I'm accountable. Bitch, my name's on the damn tape. Okay, fine, that's perfectly fine, bitch. Give them shits to the fucking police. Cause I ain't fucking tell you, bitch, you better fucking do this. I didn't tell you. Go ahead. Give them shit to the cops. I'm not listening to shit. I don't want nothing to do with it. Yes, give them shit to the fucking police. Cause guess what? Come to find out, the police couldn't even use that as evidence. To come to find out, the police didn't even give a shit about the damn tapes. It's all about what blatantly happened, what the witnesses had to say. So the tapes weren't even illegible in court. So it's like, damn, how'd y'all just ignore the motherfucking tape? None of this would have ever happened. White people always gotta see shit through in these damn movies and shows and shit. Now, of course, what's his name? That Marcus dude ended up lying, and then that gave Bryce, an upper hand to be like, oh yeah, because since Marcus lied for him, he could say, oh yeah, since Marcus lied for him and said that Hannah Baker had a crush on Bryce could have, used that to an advantage and say, yeah, I mean, Hannah had sex a lot, blase, and she was obsessed with me, so that gave Bryce an upper hand. So at this point, Clay and them, Clay and his friends, they were just like, fuck, we gotta think of something. So eventually they thought about the whole, let's find the photos, let's find something, that we could use against Bryce. So eventually they sent off the black girl, they sent the pretty little black girl to go into the damn cabin with Bryce and his friends. And as you can see in this clip right here, you can see Bryce and his friends leading the girl to the cabin. That's where they take girls and shit, and they do crazy things with girls, and they do drugs and drink with girls and all this thing. And I'm just like, y'all sent her of all people, clearly because they knew Bryce would never suspect that she was up to something. But the only reason they sent her was because they wanted her to pay attention to like the routes and stuff, or like where to go, so that they could eventually like ambush that shit and then open the chest and then like find whatever they needed. So eventually she came back and she said, oh yeah, I seen him, he took a picture of me, he put it in his little treasure box or whatever. And I'm just over here like, I really want to know what happened after he took that picture, right after she took that big ass hit of that blunt. Because I'm just over here like, so what happened after she hit the blunt? Because he was so ready to be like, oh yeah, hit the blunt. Like, he was so amped up to start like, hit the blunt, it's fine. And he told his friends, no, they have basketball, they have baseballs to shine, they can't hit the blunt. And I'm over here like, so what happened after she took that big ass hit? Like, did he put crushed up mollies in it? Did he put cocaine in it? Did something happen after? Like, they weren't really vocal. I mean, maybe nothing happened, but I really wanted to know, like, what happened after. Like, that was just very weird. And this is why this show gets so much fucking hate, because there's a certain extent where it's just not relatable. Like, this show gets a lot of hate because it's not relatable at all. A lot of these things aren't realistic. A lot of this high school bullshit is not realistic. It's like it's like a homicidal version of High School Musical. This is not relatable at all. It's very entertaining, but it's not relatable at all. So it's certain points where you just gotta laugh. So once they get the photos and stuff, they see pictures of girls, of course, doing inappropriate things, blase, and then they come across one picture of a girl who was on the track team, who was friends with Jessica, this little black girl right here. Come to find out, she was in a little hangout spot too, and it was a picture taken of her, and apparently she got sexually assaulted, and Jessica had known that because Jessica was in the same, therapy sessions as her. So apparently Jessica put the pieces together and said, so obviously you were sexually assaulted by niggas that were on the baseball team, or Bryce, or whoever. So come to find out, they find that picture of her, and then they find a picture of Bryce's girlfriend, which is so crazy how Bryce raped his own girlfriend before they were together. That's weird. So eventually they use that as a manipulation and say, here. They show her the picture, and basically that's basically their way of, oh yeah, bitch, she was raped too, so yeah, you should testify and help us take your boyfriend down. And obviously she was scared and she was upset. She was down with it, and then it came to the point for this bitch to testify, and then she couldn't even testify because she was like, no wait, no, I do remember, my bad, I remember, falling asleep and then waking up, half-ass naked, and I remember him, you know, having texted me. I consented. I gave him permission. And then that just made me so mad. I was like, this bitch done fucked up the whole damn Krabby Patty secret formula and everything. What is she doing? What is she doing? She really didn't even testify against her own boyfriend. Maybe that was her loyalty kicking in. But this nigga fucking raped you and you couldn't even fucking testify. You had an opportunity. You had one opportunity. You couldn't even take it. So that shit really fucking pissed me off. And then they tried to use that other girl, the girl who was on the track team, to testify, and she wasn't interested. And she was like, oh, it's not your story to tell, and da-da-da-da. And she was not interested in that bullshit at all. And then boom, when it came time for Clay and his friends to retrieve the photos and take that to court and shit, boom, Clay realizes that his car got broken into and the photos are gone. He realizes the photos are gone, and I'm just over here like, you dumb bitch, if I was you, I would have took them shits everywhere I fucking went. Bryce and his team can't fuck you up in the public. Take them shits everywhere you go. Put them shits under your arm. Put them shits in your fucking backpack. You take your book bag everywhere you fucking go anyways. Why the fuck you left them shits in the backseat of your car? Bitch, you would better off leaving them shits in your trunk. Why'd you leave them shits in your trunk? I'm like, why did you leave them shits in your trunk? Why? And it come to find out, we find out later on in the season that it was the track star who eventually got raped and sexually assaulted and stuff. She's the one who took the pictures because she didn't want that being used in court. She stole the whole shit. I don't know why the fuck she didn't just steal her pictures, but she decided to just steal the whole thing and say, you know what, I'm gonna destroy a lot of this evidence. You know, I don't know if she was trying to help Bryce or something. I'm over here like, why are you stealing the pictures to destroy evidence? This don't make no sense. I would understand if Bryce's girl did this, because come to find out last episode that she's actually pregnant, which is probably why she didn't want to testify against Bryce. But I'm just over here like, why are you destroying the pictures? Are you friends with Bryce? No, clearly not. So why are you destroying the pictures and stealing pictures out of motherfuckers' cars? Bitch, see, this is... See, why the black person gotta fucking break somebody's window and steal shit out of somebody's car? Why the black person? Anyways, so come to find out it was the black girl. She burns the pictures in the fires and she burns all evidence that shows Bryce was sexually assaulting girls and making girls do things against their will and getting girls drunk and stuff. That just destroys all evidence. And I'm just over here like, is she serious? Why are you destroying shit? I understand if you destroyed your photo, you dumb bitch, but you gotta destroy all the photos? That shit pissed me off, and I already know this video is long as fuck. And it all comes down here. Boom. We find out that the school is not held accountable and Hannah's mom loses the case. What a surprise. Then she does this little sob story speech and all this stuff, and I'm just like, bitch, you sound stupid as fuck, okay? You're a big part of the reason why your daughter killed herself, and I really hope you take accountable for those actions. At this point, throw the whole cast away. Throw the whole characters away. Honestly, I feel like they should take all the characters that we have and put in new characters, because I'm just over here like, can we get like a different storyline? Like, can y'all like, you know, get us a new set of cast members and then give us a new set of storylines and then, you know, modernize it by making it YouTube videos or live streams or SoundCloud links or something. Like, at this point I'm getting fucking annoyed, because I'm just over here like, bro, I'm getting annoyed. This is poorly thought out, and the only reason this show gets so much fucking hate is because this is a very controversial subject. Sexual harassment, rape, mental health, depression, abuse, shooting up schools. Like, the only reason this is getting so much hate is because it's so poorly thought out. When it comes to situations like this, you gotta like come at it maturely, softly, and thoughtfully when it comes to speaking on and addressing these kind of situations to the public. I do believe these things need to be spoken about, but you gotta approach them very maturely, because you could offend a lot of fucking people, because that is a very general relatable thing, and this show is not relatable at all, not realistic, and they thought this whole shit out poorly. So anyways, Bryce gets arrested. He gets arrested, literally like right after the trial, and they say you're arrested for this and this and that, because come to find out, Jessica decides that she wants to go public and she wants to come forth and all this shit about him raping her all of a sudden, and then boom, her ex-boyfriend, I forgot his fucking name, he decides that he wants to, you know, help and say, oh yeah, I was there, you know, Bryce locked me out the room, and police eventually they arrest Bryce, and then they arrest him. They come downstairs and say, oh, you're arrested too. And then everyone was like, wait, what the hell? Why? What? And I'm over here like, no, this nigga needs to be arrested, because he sat up there and he let his fucking girlfriend get sexually assaulted and fucking get raped. Like, this bitch need to get fucking arrested. He was a witness to all that shit and he ain't say nothing. He tried to fucking erase the memory, even though he knows what fucking happened. He knows what fucking happened, okay? he needs to be in jail. And then come to find out, Bryce gets put in jail, and then he gets out because he's so fucking rich and knows people and knows senators and stuff, and he only gets 3 months of probation. While the other nigga, the heroin addict nigga, gets fucking 6 months of fucking juvie. Obviously, because he doesn't have a fucking guardian to come fucking take him and claim him and all that shit. Oh, and let's also talk about a situation where the nigga ended up getting butt raped by a damn broomstick. That situation got a lot of hate all over social media. Some people said that scene did not need to happen. Even though I think it's down below, tell me if I thought that scene needed to happen. Tell me if I thought that scene was interesting or entertaining. Because I thought that scene was just so much of a fucking stretch. I was like, oh my god. I understand beating his damn ass because there was a lot of people getting beat up throughout this whole season. But putting a damn sodomy, anal in his damn asshole, like you just ripped up his whole asshole. Now you gotta get stitches and shit. That's nasty. Like, that was terrible. That scene did not need to be added at all. I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, why did y'all add this damn scene of this boy getting butt raped? That was too much. So butt rape, the whole damn internet was shook. Like, we were just like, whoa, what the fuck? This is not something we needed to see at all. This was too much. So then the whole prom thing happens, and then obviously he just couldn't take it no more, and he decides that he wants to come to prom, and he wants to shoot prom up, and that leads like basically the end of the episode. So prom comes, and everybody's jumping and acting, gyrating and doing all this bullshit. That I wouldn't expect to see. Most people at the proms or dance that I'd be around would be doing, twerking and gyrating and all types of bullshit. But they just over here hopping up and down and fist pumping, and I'm just like, ooh, Lord, ooh. A school shooting is bound to happen by a white boy. So boom. Of course, security being nowhere to found by the front of the school. The nigga pulls up. I don't know where. He pulls up he pulls up in a fucking car in front of the school, and security does not say, nope, you can't park here. Nope, you can't park here. There's no valet. There's nobody watching. Nobody's supervising this damn prom. It's almost as if niggas could just fucking walk around and shoot shit up and nobody would notice until 6 hours later. Like, it amazes me how Jessica and her ex nigga, who is the reason why she got raped, were able to fucking just have sex in a damn locker room. It's just amazing how all this shit just fucking happens in one high school and there's no security. See, the problem is security. Security is the main problem throughout this whole fucking school. Security needs to be enforced more into this damn school, because there was even fights breaking out in this damn school, and principal had to come out and break shit up. But what is this? So the dude decides to shoot up the school because he's upset that he got butt raped, and he was actually bullied a lot and treated like shit, and people came from a lot. He got a lot of heat after people found out he took pictures of Hannah, and Clay didn't fuck with him. A lot of people didn't fuck with him at all. He got a lot of backlash and a lot of hate. So I understand why he felt like he was bullied, or why he felt like he was pushed to the edge. So he decides his only way out is to just shoot up the school. And honestly, that would have been I would have respected Hannah more had she fucking came up and shot that bitch up and all these damn people. Remember, the show is fiction. I would have respected Hannah a lot more had she came up guns ablazing trying to shoot that motherfucker up. The motherfuckers out here fucking cheering her like shit, raping her, sexually assaulting her. Hannah Baker would have been better off pulling up a gun and shooting up the whole motherfucking school. But this nigga puts up a whole fucking big ass machine gun. How he was able to get his hands on a damn machine gun? I don't know. His parents ain't fucking know this. I don't know. He's basically about to shoot up the whole fucking school, and then Clay stops him and comes out and says, no, you have a life. You don't want to ruin your life. And you know what's funny? Clay knew he was coming because he texted that redheaded bitch and he told her, I'm coming, and he sent her this very descriptive text message, and I really wish they would have shown the text message so I would have got a gist of why they assumed that he was going to come with a gun and shoot this motherfucker up. I don't understand why they took that time to link up and argue about it when they could have took that time to call the fucking police. I mean, a nigga that wants to come with a gun, I mean, there's no negotiation with that. Niggas who want to come up with guns, they've done enough negotiation in their own fucking head. They come with one fucking motive, and that's to fucking kill whatever bitch comes in their motherfucking sight. So I'm over here like, okay, that's fine that you want to kill motherfuckers that butt raped you with a fucking broom. If anything, find these bitches after prom and shoot their asses up individually. But shooting up a prom where there's like literally like 200 people walking around just has to be like, really, bitch? And I'm just stuck on the fact how they had a school dance on a fucking prom or homecoming at a damn cafeteria. Like, what is this? What type of mess is this? Anyways, Clay eventually says, no, you don't have to do this. I'm sorry, and then he finally convinces the nigga to give him the gun. So we hear sirens and shit, and police is taking 30 million years to show up, and Felipe or Tony, whatever the fuck his name is, pulls up and says get in the car. Clay grabs the guns out of his hands, and he's just standing right there with the gun in his hand. And I'm over here like, if this bitch ass nigga don't put the damn gun down before the police come and think that you shot that shit up. So the show ends right there, and my immediate reaction was, what? Y'all end the show like this? This isn't even a cliffhanger. If anything, throw the whole cast away. Season 3, get us a new set of cast members, find a new storyline, because now that Hannah's story has been told and we know why Hannah is dead and the outcome of her case, and who, you know, Bryce is off the hook. Bryce is going to a new school so he can fucking rape other bitches. I'm just over here like, I hope Bryce goes to a fucking black school. That's what I do hope. But is this it? Like, is this really the cliffhanger? That was dumb as fuck. This was stupid as hell, and the ending was trash. But that's that for this video. People should like, comment, subscribe. Get your thoughts and opinions on the whole show overall. What y'all think about it? Did y'all even watch it? Did y'all stand by for this review even though you don't watch the show? Did y'all agree with me? Did y'all disagree with me? Let's have a discussion in the comment section down below. And yeah, that's that. Choice out this bitch.